And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Pumphrey, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll run here with Pumphrey, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 6-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Hey, y'all playing the wrong football. 40 ready, go!
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this out past the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Shift.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Here
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
66.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
65. Exit. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Back to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now back to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Brissett on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Brissett eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
third down. Wilkins. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He's got it to Hilton. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. This is Wilkins, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Open man is got it. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The first down throw for Brissett. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
So in one play, you've lost an amount of yardage that our stat guy is still totaling up. Now, there are mess-ups, and there are mess-ups. I think this falls in the latter category.
On second down now, it's Wilkins. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on third down. The Colts on third down, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Bissell. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The connection made. It's Graham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second and 1. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice gain of 21 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 2. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Brissett now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Colts.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Hilton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Brings up second and goal.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Second and 11. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run on first down. Wilkins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett, Campbell making the catch. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Colts.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them 1 closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. They'll set up to throw. He'll find Metcalf. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Derek Barnett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 70 in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Hey, we got Charlie. Check 3, check 3.
Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Brissett. Flush to his right. And he's got his man Hilton. A good pickup there at 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pumphrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing, Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
They begin the drive with Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to cut it back right. And down to the 29-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 46 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go. 9th and 4. It's our field.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Dexter Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. They'll try and throw for it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a handoff looking right. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And Graham's got it, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Packers' 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
He's back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Brissett. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
17.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Green Bay, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O.